Good morning, everyone, and welcome to No Filter Friday. It's Demetra Hajidiacos, co-founder of Autism Learning Center in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Thank you for joining me again today. Today I've drank all my coffee, so I have water in my cup. It's been that kind of a morning. I have a sweater on, a little bit of a cool and a quiet morning today. And this is going to be my last filming here under the apple tree. Look at these apples, isn't that crazy? I will be in Ontario next week, and so I'll be filming from there, so stay tuned for that. Today I just wanted to pop on and very briefly thank all of our young people who are over at Autism Learning Center helping out with our summer camps. So we have summer students that we are very fortunate to have who are bringing their energy and their great ideas and really providing a ton of joy to all of our young people at the center these past weeks. Summer camp goes on and on. We're doing 6 weeks of summer camp this year, and we've never done that before. And the seats are pretty much all full, but if anybody is still looking for a camp space, please do feel free to give a shout out to Ashley over at the center, and she'll see if she's able to accommodate you. And I did want to talk a little bit about the store again. I don't want to be a broken record, but 100% of our store proceeds do go to our bursary fund, helping children attend our summer camp and recreational and educational programs throughout the school year. We are open 12 months of the year, 7 days a week, providing services to children, teens, and adults on the autism spectrum in our province. And we would really appreciate it if you would have a look on our website. We deliver Canada-wide and to the United States, and have curbside pickup, and you can come in and pick out your fidgets and sensory items and classroom items as well. We really love to see people at the center in obviously small capacities. And yeah, that was my plug there for the store, and my shout out and thank you, sincerest thank you to all of our young people over at the center who are doing such a wonderful job. So today I wanted to talk about praise, and how praise is different from reward. Okay, so what do I mean by this? An example of praise would be catching a kid being good, right? That was so wonderful that you opened the door. Thank you so much. You saw that I was holding things in my hand, and I really do appreciate that. That's praise. And the reward that a child feels when you say something like that is internal. And so we don't always need to give a reward to bring home the point that our children, teens, and adults have done something worth recognizing. So there is a place for stickers and there is a place for treats, but let's not make that the only way that we reward children, teens, and adults on the autism spectrum. And let's be careful that we wean out rewards at an appropriate time and place. So is it wrong to give children a small piece of chocolate or a potato chip to sit on the toilet seat? No, not in my opinion. I think it's a great idea. I did it with my kids and it worked fabulous for me. Is it wrong to continue to do that when it looks like the reward is no longer needed? Yes, it is wrong. So what we need to do as parents, as educators, as community respite workers, education assistants, grandparents, I can go on and on here, right? Babysitters, cousins, siblings, you see where I'm going here with this. When that reward is no longer needed, let's now shift to a more age-appropriate way to praise children, teens, and adults. we have to ask ourselves, and please do take the time to almost take yourself out of a scene and replay the scene, right? So I gave an adult in public this sort of huge 5-year-old high five, and he was wonderfully rewarded by that. But then the question I have for you is, would he have been equally rewarded had you given him an age-appropriate praise? You are looking really, really mature these days. Thank you so much for opening the door when people walk through. Thank you so much for standing quietly while I was talking to so-and-so. So at some point when we are looking at independent living skills, we need to keep in mind that the longer we perpetuate these tried and true reward systems that were put in place when our children were very young, the longer we perpetuate that, the longer we sort of eat into that opportunity to teach age-appropriate behavior. I'm going to be talking a little bit more about that this summer because we've grown as a small business in Winnipeg, Manitoba, from a place where we were predominantly teaching and supporting preschool-aged children to now we have quite a few teenagers, young adults, and adults who we service. And for our growing beautiful community of parents and families who we service and are so proud to service on a daily basis, I want to make sure that we're not stuck in that preschool intervention type phase forever. And we really do need to start talking about that. And I'm hoping that this is a forum here where we can bring those issues forward. And I really would appreciate comments. So please, the good, the bad, the ugly. How are you liking these videos? Is there anything that you would like to see that I am not doing? Is there, are there any suggestions that you have for me? Please know that I love feedback. And thank you to everybody who has provided feedback. In person, via text message. I'm loving all of your feedback, but please provide it as well in a public forum just underneath in the comment section so that families can interact with one another and we can bring these topics to the forefront together. Okay, I look forward to seeing you next Friday from Ontario. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Bye-bye. Thanks for tuning in.